And I'd be looking at him like, how do you have these? How long you been working there? 2 months. He's not your friend.
Yeah, you got
You
to
haven't
build.
got to know him. You haven't got to
Right.
understand what he is, and even like
That's
relationships, right?
crazy because that's even like in relation. Right. That's like in relationship.
A lot of
That's
people,
perfect.
a lot of people don't become friends with people, right? You jump right
Right.
in, you hit it, boom, bam, boop, 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 booga bang, booga bam, boom, thunder, room, boom, boom, room, out the door. Now,
Right.
years later, right? Your relationship can't move forward because all it has is sex, right? That person doesn't
Take
have
sex out of
anything.
the equation.
Take sex.
Take sex out of the equation. It sounds
You might
crazy.
have any,
It
you
does sound
might not
crazy.
have
But
anything.
this is for but these is for the people that want an actual relationship.
But I mean, that same friendship, getting to know somebody, getting to be to understand somebody's what they go through, to be a friend, to be empathetic, to understand like, hey, this is my friend. I have a family. He has a family. He has to do this. I have to do this, and understand it. And you have that, associate or
Right.
user who looks at it as, okay, well, today, yeah, I mean, I know will work, so I'm gonna call out of work today. Or
Right.
and now you're doing a double, and he's up there with two thoughts playing plinko on their breasts,
Right. And then
and
and
you
you
over
come
there.
find out like, yo, man, you should have been there, man. Like, what? Like, dude, do you know what we had to do? Like,
Oh man, but I couldn't let that
right.
pass. I couldn't let that experience pass. That's what they say. Um, I
I feel like if you got it before, you can get it again
so I'm not gonna
because you're looking for it.
put the guy's name out. So the crazy thing is friendship. So when you have a friendship, so I grew up with this guy, and me and him ended up working at the same place, right? So when I walked in the first day and seen him there, I'm like, "Hey man, what's going on?" He goes, "Okay."
Oh,
So later on,
yeah.
I was talking to the store manager. I said, "Oh yeah, I know so and so." She was like, "Yeah, he's a poor soul. He's like 2 steps away from dumb and deaf." So fast forward. So he was friends with everybody, and he played this role. He played this role, and this role was fantastic, sir. When I say this
Played
role
a
was,
fantastic role.
yes, he played this role of a dude that couldn't read, so she would write him like instructions, and then he would take it to other people to read it to him, and he would basically act like he didn't know what they were talking about, so they would show him how to do it while doing his job. And we worked there for about 3 years.
Wow.
So one day, to just show you, so I'll just leave it like this. When I grew up with the man, we were in a religious organization where we read all the time. So I knew this guy could read. I knew this guy was a little special, but he wasn't that special.
That's
Okay.
special.
So one day we had in retail, at Christmas time, about this time they start sending an inventory for Christmas. So you can go ahead and start getting your stuff up. So they're sitting in all these boxes. So we had this big thing where everybody in the store they said they want them in the back. And we undid like all these boxes and put all these clothes in these great big piles that we were hanging up on hangers. So
Right.
one day there was a breakage on the aisle and they was like, "Hey, has anybody seen so and so? We need him to go over there and sweep it." It was like, "No." So The store manager walked in the back room and she caught this man laying on top of a pile of clothes that he had knocked on the floor, reading the Wall Street Journal.
Wow. Wow.
Like he could
Wow.
like she watched him from like the loss prevention tower. So it wasn't like he could say he wasn't like because the Wall Street Journal doesn't have pictures in it. Like the newspaper is just a newspaper about stocks, and he had stocks, and I knew he had stocks because like I think his parents died when he was young, and they invested in it. So he was reading what his money was doing. He literally didn't have to have this job. He literally was there to be a user.
For just to be there.
Yeah, like he literally used those people and got extra money because they felt he couldn't, and then that's when he lost his job and all the other things. Because then they was like, "Hold on, you telling me the whole while you could read?" But that's why he looked at me like stupid when I walked through the door because he was playing like, oh, "I've been playing this role for this long. I'm gonna keep playing it," and he was there waiting.
Play it on. Wow.
But
wow.
He's a good person. But at that moment, like certain people that thought he was their friend, oh, he doesn't get it. Let me show him how to sweep this bathroom up correctly. He doesn't get it. You understand how to do it? I think I got it. Just think about that. You have people at your job that are that user that hey, this dude knows how to do this. Why is he acting like he doesn't know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, we had a guy. Came in, problems on his shoulders, played this pity party. Man.
Not the pity party.
Oh yeah. My girl is this, that, and then you sitting here looking at this dude like, okay, cool. You talking to us that you want advice. Right? So, and like the first week you late.
No effort.
No, look, man. And you don't let, and the thing is, you don't let management know, like, yo, well, you let management know, but, this is another thing. And with this story, I'm not going to give who the person is, but if you're working in an environment that is male dominated and you're a female, and you get this guy that comes in, and this dude, you are the one that puts your neck on the line for your crew, right? And this guy comes in, and after you had a conversation with him, you go to the higher up because you feel that this female is beneath
you. Well,
but
that also goes into
this same person that you feel that's beneath you is the same one that be fighting for you.
But see, that's when you get into us as a people and you get into how they taught us to fight against each other so that we can't move forward. Just think about it. I'm pretty sure the female was of a certain color persuasion and the higher up was of another color persuasion and of a male gender. Right. So basically he says, I'm not going to talk to this certain specific type of woman, and I'm going to go over ahead and talk to this specific type of male. And not understanding that, you have to look at a person like that and will understand they wouldn't understand your boundaries as a friend because they don't even, like back in my heydays, there was this disc jockey who he acted like he was my friend. but he was
Oh,
a snake. So
slithery.
yeah, I think he was trying to screw a girl, and me and the girl was like working on music together. Nothing other than platonic. But
Right.
old boy sees my car over there. I'm in there working on music with her man there, and he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's like, yo, yeah, that's. He's about drunk though, so drunk people like everything you do. But also, if
Mm-hmm.
you're there trying to hit on somebody's girl, a drunk man's gonna fight your ass, and it
Correct.
won't go fight. Okay, so
Right.
I think he was trying to come over there to try to get in the draws, or he might have been in the draws. I don't know, but I do know my previous wife. He went there and told her that I was at this lady's house, but didn't tell her
Are
why.
you there?
No, well, he tells my wife with his fiance with him, and then the next time we're all together, I bring it up, and I said to his fiance, "You ever wonder what was he doing around that area? Because she stayed in a weird place. So you just don't. It wouldn't be like you just driving there and drive past the place. You literally got to go out of your way to get to the place. So why are you
Right.
there at 12:30 at night? I'm in there with a beat machine going through beats. What are you trying to do? You're just a disc jockey on the radio. So what are you trying to do at 12:30 at night? And that you're mad that I'm in there. That you would come and call my wife at 1 in the morning and tell her, "Is your husband home? Oh, I know where he's at. He's with such and such. Probably blah 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 blah." He put the probably in there. The probably is a seed that goes into the woman's head. It goes, woo. But now
Right.
he's up there telling everybody, "I'm his friend, I'm his friend, I'm his friend." And people ask me, I'm like, yo, I deal with it. He didn't like that. But I already felt his character. So I had to give him that I just deal with you. Because it ended up that I had to just deal with him. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
there's boundaries. It's just like another good example is 6 kids and they get in trouble, right? They're all friends. That's my man, Mom. You don't understand. That's my man. That's my man. When they pull them back in that back room one by one of your friends is going to tell.
I'm gonna say something.
One of your friends is going to tell. One of your friends is not your friend. One
Nah.
of your friends is maybe a associate.
Nah.
Yo, I'm associated with him. I don't really deal with him, but you know what he did? Yo, when we were over there, he was the one that let that thing go. Blah, 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 bong. It won't me. Like, I was in the car. He did it.
What?
You know what I'm saying? And now you in the room because you think the other 5 people are your friends. Yo, I ain't saying nothing. Fuck the pigs. Oh, for real? Then it's that 48 hours. Little Pete said, you were the one with the pistol, and Little Johnny said, you told him to bend the corner twice and turn back around so you could let it go again before we got the bong out. When you ran out of bullets and it jammed up and you let it for the shotgun. And little Tariq, he said, you be like,
Oh, yo.
and we as parents, especially as Black parents, we have to teach our kids what friendships is because.
And that's
Go ahead.
yeah, but see, but see nowadays this is the problem I'm running into, right? So these kids go to school and they believe what the teacher tell them,
Okay.
Like you sit there and be like, yo, this is what you need to do, da da da. But so and so said no. What I told you to do.
But see,
Like the influence, I don't even understand that because